Hey guys, here's the acoustic guitar part for Run by Hillsong. It's played in the key of F sharp. This is track 1 on our practice CDs. So we'll be doing everything with capo 2 on the acoustic guitar. I think it'll just be a lot easier to play that way. Remember that our sheet music's going to be showing F sharp, G sharp, all of these chords as non-transposed chords. We're going to be playing them today with capo 2, so it'll be playing in the key of E. I think it'll be a little bit easier to go that way. So let's get started. Okay guys, when the intro of the song starts out, the drums are going to start by playing by themselves for a few measures. Now when the rest of the band comes in, you'll notice that everyone's going to be playing the E flat minor to the B and all these other progressions. But for the acoustic guitar, we're going to hold down kind of a different level of tension in the back by just pedaling on the F sharp. I'm going to refer to all the chords now relative to the capo, so we're going to be playing a high E. Again, our capo is on the 2nd fret here, and so when you're playing a high E, your chord should sound like this. So we're going to be pedaling on that chord during the entire progression. By staying on that one chord, again, we're going to build a little bit of tension in the background, and it'll resolve nicely once we jump into the song. You're going to be switching between this chord, and then also if you release your pinky and use your middle finger to go 1 fret below it, now your chord is going to sound like this. Notice on the G string, the note that we changed went from that note to that one. So for the acoustic guitar part on the intro, it's just going to sound like this. So let's try that together and see how that sounds. Okay, for the first verse, we're actually going to sit the first half out on acoustic so that the electrics hold the rhythm and the melody by themselves. We're going to come in on the line, "You have sought us here before you called all the stars and the earth to existence." And there we're going to hit the A2, which is this chord here, and then go to a C sharp minor, to a B, and back to an A2. After those initial chords, we're going to come in palm muting our chords, going from a C sharp minor to an A, to an E, to an F sharp minor. Notice that the timing on those chords, all of them switch, well, the first one switches on the downbeat on the 1, and then the next one comes in on the end of 3. So your count goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then once again we go to the same A on the downbeat, to the C sharp minor, to the B, to the A, and then we can actually build into the chorus like that. So let's try that together. Now the chorus is going to be pretty straightforward. You're just going to be playing the E to the B to the C sharp minor to the A2, just like this. And you're going to be using pretty simple open strumming. Now the second half of the progression, after you go E, B, C sharp minor to A, goes E to the F sharp minor, to the C sharp minor to the A. So again, that whole chorus goes. And right after, we're going to go back into the high E chord that we were pedaling at the introduction, just like this. Let's try that together. Okay, for the second chorus, it's a bit of an extended chorus. Well, it's a full one. The first one we did was a shorter version. So we're going to start out with the same progression as the first chorus, going from E to B to C sharp minor to A, back to E, to F sharp minor, to C sharp minor, to A. But now, we're going to go again to E. It's the same progression as the first chorus. But our desire is that you be praised. Now we're going to go to C sharp minor, to B, to E over G sharp, to A. Now that E over G sharp I know can be tricky. You can play it either as a conventional E, and add your, if you can make this stretch, add your fourth finger onto the fourth fret of the low E string. What I like to do is to take your first finger and you can bar across the second fret of your A and D string, and then you can use your third finger to hit the fourth fret of your G string. So it'll sound like this. It's a really nice way to do an open E, or you can use your fourth finger in that position here. And then your third finger is now free to hit that E over G sharp, like this. And so here are the notes of that chord. It takes some getting used to, but you can do it. Let's try that together.